What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 24 of the MFG Show. Here we are, another episode ready to record and in the books. It's been a beautiful Tuesday. Oh my God, it's Thursday. Can you believe that? Can you believe it's been Thursday? It's Thursday already? I thought I was going to say Tuesday. For those of you wondering, I'm talking to my special in studio guest who has no microphone, but you may hear in the background often. It's the laziest workout partner in the world. Uh, my dog Maverick, as he lays on the couch next to the recording studio to make a bunch of noise while he chews his feet. Yeah, that's what he's up to. But let's get into it today. Let's get started. Let's jump out of the gate again, flying solo. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for the comments. Thank you all for reaching out. I appreciate it. I try to respond to as many of you as possible. So thank you very much. I'm looking forward to doing many more of these, getting some new guests booked. It's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. But let's jump into today's episode. Today's episode is going to talk about a saying that I heard on, I believe it was the Tim Ferriss podcast, that stuck with me in a very, very powerful way, to the point where I have, and those of you watching this on YouTube can see over my shoulder, I have it hanging in my basement, in, we'll call it my man cave, even though there's some lady things down here. It's my man cave, but I have that hanging. I had it made and put together. I designed that to have around to always remember me. And the as the saying goes, the saying is, easy choices, hard life. Hard choices, easy life. And I've had people on a number of work calls, when it was it used to be behind my desk when the whole pandemic started. And uh, I would have people on Zoom calls and Teams meetings be like, what does that mean? And when I explained it just kind of what it is and what it says, I definitely got a lot of weird looks, that's for sure. People weren't quite sure what to think. But let me explain it, as it's explained to, as I understood it, and how I've applied it to my own life, which is, if you always do the easy thing or make the easy choices, right? Which, if we go back to episode 23, where I talked about, doing the hard priorities first when you are not negotiating with yourself, when you're making sure you're getting and attacking your goals, doing the hard things first. Because when you face the hard things, when you get out and do those hard things first, it makes the rest of the day easy. It makes the rest of your job easy. It makes the rest of your task easy, whatever that might be. Makes the rest of your workout easy, right? If we're talking about workouts. But in life in general, when you have a problem, right? We hear people say all the time, don't run from your problems. Face your problems head on. Well, what is that? That's hard. What's easy? Ignoring your problems. Maybe it'll just go away. How many times have you said that? Maybe it'll just go away if I just don't say anything, if I don't do anything. It'll just go away. And guess what? 99.9% of the time, it doesn't go away. As a matter of fact, the longer you wait, the worse it gets. Because you made the easy choice, you made your life harder. But if you make the hard choice, if you do the hard thing, the thing that you don't really want to do, you get up in the morning, you look at your calendar, or you look at your email, and you know right away, shit has already hit the fan today. It's going to be rough. You have two choices, the easy choice and the hard choice. The easy choice is just say, let's just let it, I'll push it off, maybe sweep it under the rug. Maybe we can see if it happens another day, or I can take care of it a different day. Or you have the hard choice. The hard choice is to address that shit that's hit the fan right away. Address it. Go after it right away. Attack it, get it done. And I guarantee you, things get easier after that. Right? A lot of times, that hard thing that we're scared of, it's worse in our mind than it is in reality. Right? I heard, I think it was Jamie Foxx said one time that the thing he always asks his children when they say they're scared to do something is, what is on the other side of fear? Nothing. Nothing. Someone say, oh, all your hopes and dreams are on the other side. No. I mean, they might be, but we're not here to talk about hopes and dreams. We're here to talk about reality. And reality is whatever you're afraid of, on the other side of that, there's nothing. Meaning that if you attack that fear, if you make the hard choice to go after that hard thing, when you get on the other side, you're going to realize it wasn't that bad. Now, obviously, there are some things in life where it comes to relationships, when it comes to hard things at work, where maybe you have to let somebody go, or maybe you're breaking up with somebody, or maybe you're saying goodbye to someone in any way. It could be that they're passing on. It could be that it's the time in life where, hey, that person in your group has met their expiration date of being your friend or being your acquaintance or maybe even being your family member. That's hard. That's going to be really hard. But you make those decisions and you are a part of those things, and you go at and you attack them in a direct manner so that your life will become better. So it will be easier. An example for that, and just what I said, a dying loved one, right? Hardest thing in the world to do is say goodbye to somebody that is passing away who has been sick. Sometimes it's what you got to do. And you've talked to probably a number of people in your life who didn't take that opportunity or didn't have that opportunity. And what always happens after that? They're always saying how they wish they could have said goodbye. They didn't get any closure. Their life has become harder. I've been around people who say, I can't go in there to say goodbye because it's too hard. Right. But you know what's going to be even harder? The next however many years of your life that you're going to regret not saying goodbye. So you have to make sure to do that. You have to say goodbye. You have to do the hard things for your life to be easier, right? It ties into the same thing you've heard, discipline equals freedom. Discipline does equal freedom because discipline is the hardest thing you can do every single day, consistently. You have to keep doing it, right? And you're going to hear me do this right now. Like the hard thing right now is to continually to record this whole thing while my dog's over here just gnawing on his foot. So just pardon me 1 second. Hey, enough. Enough. No more. Thank you. No more. He's not thrilled with that. He's giving me the stink eye, but hey, I had to cut it out. I'm sorry if you all had to listen to that in the background of him gnawing on his foot the entire time. But anyway, getting back to that topic, doing the hard things in life is what is going to make life easier, no matter what that is. It really is. And the part of that you have to remember is that life is hard. Life is difficult. Life is not easy. And the sooner that you can address that, understand it wholeheartedly, digest it, and accept it internally, that life is going to be hard, instantly your life becomes easier. Because no longer do you start to look at things that like, why does this always happen to me? Why does this always... Life is hard. Okay, this has happened to me. What can I do to move on? That's how you look at it. And you can only do that when you start to look at life as being hard. Life is hard. And it doesn't stop being hard. There is no magical moment when all of a sudden all of life becomes super easy. No, you can make your life easier. You can make your life easier by taking care of the hard things when they need to be taken care of. Which brings me to my last point on this one. Understand that one of the hardest things that you can do in life is understand when it's time for you to continue to grow, that there may be people, there may be places, and there may be things that are not growing with you. So one of the hardest things in life to do is to acknowledge that, hey, I am on a trajectory upward right now in my life and what I'm doing. Anyone, anything, or any place that is not lifting with you is probably staying behind, especially if they're pulling you back. If that's what they're doing, then the really hard thing, and one of the hardest things in life to understand, is when it's time to get rid of that place that you go to get rid of that thing or that habit that's pulling you back down. to cut loose those people that are not going with you. Those are things that have to happen. Those are things that nobody enjoys having to do. Those are some of the hardest things in life to do, but you have to do them if you want to continue to grow. I hope that was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you appreciated the brief interlude with Doggy the Foot Eater. He appreciates being a part of the show, I'm sure. Still giving me the stink eye for making him stop. But anyway, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. If you want to find this video, you can find it on YouTube under the Goldie's Playground page at YouTube on our channel. There are several other videos on there of things that I've done in the past, but there's a playlist there for the MFG show. Just go find that and you can listen. You can find me on Instagram at Goldie's Playground as well. I'm also on Twitter at Goldie's Playground. So reach out, say hi, tell me what you think. If you think it sucks, cool, tell me. If you think it's good, you can tell me that too. Either way, we're going to keep doing these, having a great time. Going to get some guests on here. Hope everybody has a great rest of your day while you listen to this. Hey, you stay classy, listeners.